Hi everyone, this is Corey. You're on the Soul Seekers Tarot channel. Welcome to your reading. It's pick a card reading, so we're going to choose 3 piles to answer the question about what's the question on your mind. What's the question on your mind about? And will you receive a yes or no answer from your higher self? So we're going to pull out 3 piles here, and what we're going to look at is with each pile, the pile between the oracle cards and the tarot cards, that will determine what the question is, what your question is. Maybe not specific, like exact, but somewhere is in that area, a roundabout type of question. So we are going to determine what the question is, and then we're going to look at the deck that has the yes or no in it for you to receive a yes or no answer from your higher self. Okay, so let's get started. What's the question on your mind about, and will you receive a yes or no answer from your higher self? Hope you're all doing well. Lovely to be here with you guys today. Okay. Pile number 1, we have the Duchess Cook. Card number 28, which is like the beginning, a new beginning. The Duchess's Cook. Whoop. We'll have a look more at that when the time comes. Unexpected Invitation, card 13. That's building a new foundation, because it's 4, adds up to 4. All right. And then pile number 3 is Down the Rabbit Hole She Goes. There's card number 2. So it has to do with, things that are coming twos, like partnerships and balance and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so we've got, well, wait just a minute here. It's more like it's in the middle right there, right? There. Okay, so if you don't want to use your intuition to pick the pile, and you may want to listen to more than one pile, but I will give you an opportunity with the dice, the numbers, for you to choose your pile from. 1 and 4 for pile number 1. Pile number 2 is 2 and 5. 2 and 5. Let's get that going. And the last pile, of course, is 3 and 6. Okay, so 3 and 6. Pile number 1, 2, and 3. All right, and if it's not the numbers that you want to choose your pile from, we'll go with the zodiac sign. Okay, let's see which zodiac signs go for each pile. 4, pile 1, 4 for pile 2, and 4 for pile 3. Okay. For pile 1, we have Taurus, Aquarius, Taurus and Aquarius, with Pisces and Virgo. Okay. All right. For pile number 2, your zodiac signs are Scorpio, Leo, and Sagittarius and Aries. And for pile number 3, your zodiac signs are Capricorn and Libra, and Gemini and Cancer. All right. So guys, that's what we got for you to choose your pile from. Take your time, and I'll be back with you shortly. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. You have chosen card number 28 that works out to 10, which is a 1, a new beginning with the Duchess's Cook. We'll have a look at that to see what it is that what it means. Okay, I'd be interested in finding that out myself. Okay, and so we're answering the question about what's the question on your mind about pile 1. Will you receive a yes or no answer from your higher self? So which will it be, yes or no to your question? All right, and so these are the oracle cards I've chosen, and if you chose your pile with a number, you've chose it because of 1 or 4 or 14 or 41. maybe even 1 and 4 is 5, however it resonated for you. All right, if not, it was your zodiac sign, and your zodiac signs are Virgo and Pisces, Aquarius, and Taurus. All right, let's get started. Okay, so what we have is the Duchess's Cook. Let's see what it says about that. The Duchess's Cook. It says, in the story, because it's Alice in Wonderland, the tempestuous character, this cook was summoned to court as a witness in the Knave of Hearts trial. At first she refused to make any statement. Then, when asked what her tarts were made of, she answered that the most important ingredient was almost always pepper. She used it so much that it made everyone sneeze at the Duchess's house. The meaning is spices, like pepper, for instance, can help enhance the taste of food, and this principle applies to your life too. Of course, the point is to find the right measure. No pepper means everything is flat, insipid. Too much pepper and you will be sneezing and crying all day. Use the right amount of spice and make your life a culinary masterpiece. So would you say that your current life is spicy enough, or do you have the feeling that it may be lacking flavor? So that's food for thought, right? Pardon the pun. Okay, so it's about having balance, right? Everything in mediation, or everything in so that it's just a little this, a little of that, not too much of one, not too much of the other. So moderation, that's the word I was looking for. Everything in moderation, so you're not too far one way or the other. That's the recipe for living a good and abundant, happy life, fulfilling life. Okay, the major arcana we're gonna get from the major arcana deck. Let's see which one wants to speak to you about your question. The Sun, happiness, enlightenment, balance all around. The Sun. Let's find out what clarifies that. All right. We have the Six of Pentacles. That's talk about balance, okay? So there's some harmonizing going on, or needing to go on. So your question is to find some kind of balance, some kind of harmony in a situation. Okay, what's the Lenormand? This one, okay, we got Clover. That's the luck. Six of Diamonds, which is the Six of Pentacles again. Wow, that's interesting. So it's card number 2, but it's associated with the Six of Pentacles, which is the Six of Diamonds. Isn't that interesting? And this is the Six of Pentacles card right here, along with Humpty Dumpty, the Sun. What was I doing with that card? Okay, let's find out what your, let's see, your pocket, well, it's not pocket, archetype is. The Wild Unknown Archetype card. Which one wants to speak to us, Archangel Michael? The Queen, card number 11. That's a master number. The Queen. Okay. All right. We'll find out what that means in just a moment. Let's find out what the Oracle of the Shapeshifter card message for us here. Elizabeth and the Lion. There's the Queen right there. Elizabeth and the Lion. It is time to become a great leader. Wow. Okay. So it looks like there's some kind of major upswing, or some kind of thing that's being brought onto your plate, you know, in your purview, under your radar. Yeah, you have been made an offer to be promoted, possibly at a job, just to rise up in some kind of position. position. It could be that you're becoming a mom. You know, you're going to be the queen of the house. You already are, but you're going to have something, and it could just, okay, so you could be becoming a mom, but you could also just be getting married. So you're going to be somebody's queen. You know, you're going to be sitting beside them on the throne. Let's see, number 11. It's a people card, a person card, so I have to look in the right section here. The king. All right, we got the queen. Okay, the queen. Let's see. We have the crone, seeing it all, has seen it all. Nothing frightens or surprises her. She is final manifestation in the feminine trifecta of maiden mother crone. In her long life, she's witnessed endless cycles of death, sex, failure, rebirth, conflict, and regeneration, giving her the ability to rise above the world of duality. That's that promoting energy, rising above. It says she laughs at notions of good or bad, right or wrong, as she has seen the earth churning and smoldering, taking life and giving life. The crone energy accepts everything in, devouring beauty and suffering with the same mouth, using their energy to reveal hidden secrets and knowledge. Her energy resides in all of us, though it is feared by most for its power and unconventional relationship with death and the macabre. Awakening the crone is dangerously rich and unapologetically magic. Okay, when it's in the light, we're looking at magic, clairvoyance, psychic abilities, and intuitive and wise abilities. Yeah. Okay, so it's to me, it seems like it's a lot like the Empress energy, where she has risen up and she's found balance. I mean, it's all about the balance between right or wrong, good or bad, fire or no fire, fire or sunlight, I don't know, fire or rain. It's a matter of not taking anything, like attaching to one or the other. So that brings you, that means you're evolved, you're finding balance. There's a good mixture in moderation between yin and yang energy, good and bad, light and dark, whatever it is. And that's where you find that you will be in your luckiest energy, in the energy where you're attracting, you know, all the things that you would consider you're lucky to have, that you would enjoy having, that you want to have. So the Duchess's Cook is all about, you know, should I, you know, pull back on, rein in my desire to use so much pepper. Look at her. She's got her pot over her head. She's got her big pepper shaker there. Yeah. Wow. So it's a matter of maybe bringing some, like, reining in your energy right now. With Elizabeth in the line, we're going to have a look at that one and see what she says. Reining your energy in. So, let's see. You must make a stirring speech, manage a troubled group of people, face a great threat, and somehow manage with meager resources. You are a leader. You will triumph if you remember the flow of blood that runs through you as has courage and staying power. Nothing will make you back down. You will hold out, outwit, and come to victory again and again. Understand that at present what you represent has immense symbolic power. You must dress and speak the part, and for a time you must put your energy toward a much greater cause. There are people and beings who rely upon your example. You will be promoted. Oh God, all these cards being about being promoted, evolving, rising up. And with the great new blessing will come great responsibility. You are up for the challenge again and again and again. Like it or not, you are a leader. So now show You can be a great one. So what I got from that when I read that part is that you are possibly being offered or asked to or considering, okay, offered, asked to, or considering taking a position where maybe it's usually a man that holds a position in the company or in what area of life you've got your question in. So what's the question on your mind is that, are you going to be able to, well, it's not a matter of whether or not you want to do it. You want to take that position. You want the promotion. You want to rise up let's say even if it's a family situation where possibly either your husband or partner has lost their job or was laid off, lost their job or whatever, and you're now becoming the main breadwinner. Or perhaps the two of you split, or someone passed away or got sick, is in the hospital and is incapacitated to some degree. And now suddenly you've got to be the one who stands up and takes charge of the family because your male counterpart is incapacitated, is no longer in the picture, cannot help you out with that at all. And so where you had help to kind of put the energy of two of you, it's only now one of you doing it. And it could be that you're the eldest of the family. Maybe you're the eldest and someone left or passed away, and now you're like as they say, now you're the man of the family. You're the man of the family. Or you could be the daughter, the woman of the family, because maybe you're either your mother is still with you, but your father left or passed away or became incapacitated for some reason, or maybe they just had to go abroad to work. Maybe they went into the army and the military and they're not going to be around for a while because they might be on tour. But whatever your situation is, pile number one, you have to step up to take that missing parent's position in the family. And it could be like, it's not like you're, because this isn't for 18, anyone younger than 18 tarot card readings, okay, on YouTube. It doesn't mean that you are 18 or younger than 18, okay? What I'm trying to say is that you are in a position where you have been, you might have siblings younger than that with your mom. Your mom is still taking care of your siblings who are younger than that. You're out of the house, whatever. But you're being asked to take over the responsibilities of your father. Let's say if you're the son, the eldest son, over the age of 18 or older, and you're being asked to step up and be the man of the family while your father's otherwise disengaged or incapacitated or out of pocket, gone somewhere in some way. Or you're the eldest daughter, you're 18 or older, and you have younger siblings, and your mother is, your father is nowhere in the picture, or for some reason maybe they're in the military and they're over, and something's happened to your mom. Either they passed away, they got sick, they're in the hospital, or they're just in some way incapacitated. Maybe she's sick with some kind of alcoholism or drug disease kind of thing. So you're being required to take care of the household that you either live in or you don't live in as an 18-plus-year-old person, but you've got a younger siblings possibly that you need to look out for. And so you are, you're going to take that responsibility on, kind of thing. And if it's not a family thing, it's a work thing, Okay, a health thing it could very well be too, but if it's not a family thing, it could be something to do with your finances, could be something to do with your work and being promoted and put into a position where in your company it's always been a man taking that position, and now you're being asked to take it. Or it's not always been a man, it's just been an older woman. Maybe it's the accountant's position at the place that you work at, and you have been the accountant's assistant or bookkeeper, or in some way you've assisted while you're the older woman who has been doing this job forever is leaving, retiring, or she got sick or something's happened. Okay, now you being a junior, okay, not someone who's had all the experience, the long-term experience with the company, you're being asked to step into her shoes. And her shoes, she had the responsibility of taking care of everything that had to do with bookkeeping, payroll, and monthly financial reports, and more. So whatever bookkeeping is expected to do, paying the taxes, right, stuff like that, now that's all on your shoulders. You might have just really took care of one part of that she took care of all of it, and now you're being asked to step in and fill her shoes completely. And you might have been cross-trained with her, but she's just showed it to you maybe once, and it was just the matter of you being introduced to it at least, so that you could say, yeah, I have been there, I have done this, I've done it. It's just that it might be a while since you've had to actually do it on your own without her help. So you might be asked to step into a position that someone who's older and much more adept and skillful at the job than you might be feeling you will be if you take on that position. Okay, but life is all about growth, right? So it's like, should I allow myself to rise up, evolve, and allow myself to be promoted? Evolve into the queen energy. I'm the queen now. I'm the queen energy. I'm Queen Elizabeth and the lion. I'm the one who's got the courage and the stamina and the strength to overcome my ego fears, right? Which is the lion. The ego represents the ego. The ego, fear. The ego does have courage, and it does want to protect the body. It does. It wants to protect the body, but you have to be able to, as the one who's the wise one, who goes within and draws on your strength from the inner stillness within you. You tame the ego. You tame the ego so that you can actually pet it like a kitty cat. Pet it, love it, take care of it. In fact. But it's tamed. It's under your control now, as someone who is wise and standing in her strength, her inner strength of, I can do this, I've got this, I can do it. It's going to be scary, yes, but I can tame my fears, I can control my fears, in other words. So I can step into that position that is going to require me to maybe leapfrog over a couple of different steps that you would normally have to take to get to that position. You're actually leapfrogging right into that position. Okay? And that would be the same with if this is a daughter who's 18 or older, or a son who's 18 or older being asked to step in. It's the same thing. You're being asked to leapfrog into a position of being a parent before you even make those major life choices on your own first, to have your own family. You're being asked to take care of your immediate family, being the one in charge. Okay, so that's kind of what I get from all of this. Whatever you consider to be that which is going to bring you much happiness, and this is happiness and good things. Good things. The clover card, it's a 4-leaf clover. It's rare. So you are going to be finding great balance with equal give and take. You're going to be balanced in, your yin and your yang, your feminine and your masculine energy. You're going to be the masculine energy is to take charge, take control. The feminine energy receives and accepts and nurtures. Okay, so you may have been in the feminine energy. Now you're being asked to step into the masculine energy. There's where your balance is. There's where your enlightenment is. There's where your promotion is. There's where you are rising above and rising up to meet the challenges of life that help us, each one of us, grow. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're being asked to do. So your question on your mind, as far as I can see, is, do I have the wherewithal and the courage to do what I'm being asked to do? Okay? To become who I'm being asked to become. Let's find out from Tarot a little bit more about your story before we go any further. It's a great question, though. It really is. All right. Let's see if we can make some balanced space here. Queen. All right. So we have the Page of Pentacles. There's your offer. Page of Pentacles. All right, Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, that's you being asked to, that Divine is giving you this opportunity to find that strength and courage within you through self-love, loving yourself enough to say something like, hey, I can do this. There's no reason in the world why I can't do this. I'm capable. I have everything I need. Even if you're like the eldest daughter or eldest son, you'll be saying things like, this is my family after all. Who do I not know better than my family? Or who do I know better than my family? No one else besides yourself. So you do already know what they need in order for you to be able to help bring improvement into their life, to help them be sustained and to strive and thrive successfully. If it's with work, it's the same thing. You've been in that position, doing some of it at least. You've actually done it all at one time, probably cross-trained, or at least she showed you, while she or he, if whatever gender it was, showed you how to do a balance sheet, or to do payroll. Like the two of you were shoulder to shoulder at the computer while she ran through all the steps needed to produce the payroll for that pay period, that kind of thing, or to pay the taxes, to submit the taxes, payroll taxes, and SSI and SSN and whatever. But yeah, you have at least seen it done, if not been tasked to actually have done it yourself, while she or he was there to help assist you to make sure it was done right? And you got the Three of Swords. Okay, so that's like she's standing under a big cloud, so she's afraid. She's afraid. She's worried that she's going to, she's going to let herself down. She's going to break her own heart because of the fears of surmounting fears of that she's not sure she's going to be able to overcome. And we have Judgment, and the Divine is saying, just answer the call. Answer the call when you're offered the page, or the offer with the Page of Pentacles. Answer the call, and we'll go with you. We'll take it from there with you. We'll be there by your side. We'll help you learn. We'll help you see and to remember everything that you need to see and remember in order for you to do your task the way you're being asked to complete it, to take it on successfully. Answering the call, making the final decision to say, yes, I'm going to do this. Look at the Devil. I mean, she's like, wow. And she's got a man and a woman. Is that the way it goes? Man and a woman on each arm. They're attached. That's balance in itself. But they're under duress, They're under duress. Not under her dress. She's under duress. right? Because they're feeling like they're held prisoner. This energy is something that you might be, slipping into, which could be toxic for you. So having thoughts of, should I do this? Could I do this? Can I walk away from my fears and find the courage I need to overcome my ego, my fears, right? Ego is fears. That's your lion roaring inside of your head. With justice, bringing things into balance again. Ace of Swords, that's you bringing the truth into the story now, the situation. The Ten of Cups, there's your happily ever after. Happily ever after. And you got the King of Wands, that's your doer. I'm doing this. I'm taking charge and taking control. The Four of Swords, and knowing when it's time to take a break, like, for example, if you're at work, let's say, right? Here's the Four of Pentacles. When you're at work, you got to know that if you're starting to feel like, oh my God, I'm doing something I haven't done before, or I'm doing something I haven't done in a long time, I'm feeling under pressure, I'm feeling stress to make sure that I do this the right way, because the monthly financial report that goes to the bank or whatever it is relies on all of your I's being dotted and your T's being crossed in every part of, accounting, when it comes to accounting, right? If you mess up like the balance sheet or whatever comes before the balance sheet, everything else is skewed after that. So it's a matter of making sure that all the entries are made correctly as debits or credits, Same with payroll and stuff. Payroll has to be entered as a debit to the company, I think. I don't know. But in any case, you have to know when it's time to lay your busy mind down. And let's say you're feeling stressed. You're going, oh my God, now I got to do payroll. Oh, I got to do payroll. You know what? I think I'm going to go for a smoke. Or, you know what? I think I'm going to go have a cup of coffee or get something to eat. Then I'll come back. Or have lunch. Go home for lunch. Get away from work. Go home for lunch. Or go to the cafe down the road, or call up a friend and say, let's have lunch today. Do something different so that you can regain your energy, coming back fresh, fresher, right? Refreshed, and continue to carry on, right? That you've got this. You've got this in the bag. She's holding on to Four Pentacles, right? You've got this in the bag. You are someone who is keen enough and skilled enough to be able to keep all the balls, or all the coins in this case, all the balls in the air, plus knowing exactly where everything is. Okay, so if you're called on to be to take over to become the parent as the eldest daughter or eldest son in the family, you're called on to become the parent, or at least one of the parents. You are going to be accepting the offer. You're going to know that I can do this. I mean, if anyone can do this, I can do it, because first of all, I have been raised in this family, okay, and I know my siblings very well, and I know what they need. I know what my parents need, and all this sort of stuff. If you're a worker, you're going to say, I've been with this company long enough, or I've been in this particular department long enough that I know my boss, I know the owner, I know what they expect. I know that I have the skills. I've been trained. If it's something that you're going into a place of work that you've never been in, it's a new job to you, new place of employment for you, that you're going to say, hey, I've got the training, I've had the work experience, because generally you have to do a thing. You go and do a thing, you go work somewhere where you're going to be putting your skills into practice, right? External something or another. Externship, that's it. An externship. Internship, whatever. Yeah, externalship. So you have the know-how, you've been educated, trained, and you have possibly had some experience doing the kind of work that you were being accepted to take over this job. Because there's no way that they're going to hire you if your resume doesn't say that you could possibly do this, right? In your interview and stuff like this. So you might be having a little bit of cold feet, you know, nerves, anxiety about going to work, and maybe it's you just got out of school and this is your first job, and it's nerve-wracking to you because now you got to do what it is that you've been trained to do, educated and trained to do. So that could be something, right? Well, this is nerves. This is you with the swords, right? Feeling like, you know, you don't want to let yourself down, and you don't want to let anyone else down because you've got something to prove. What you got to prove is that you have the courage to do this. You have what it takes to do it. All right, that's proving it to yourself. That's just you saying, I got this. I am everything that I need to be for this particular task, job, role, position. I'm answering the call. I'm going to do it. I'm going to answer the call. So I'm going to ask the divine, in other words, I'm going to ask the divine, do I let go of my vices of feeling like this is too much? It's an anchor on me. It's too much pressure. It's too much pressure. I'm feeling like I have all these negative thoughts that I'm not good enough, and that somehow they'll see me and they'll say that, hey, you're a liar, or you're a fraud, or you're a fake, or something like that, right? That's that toxic energy of doubts, self-doubt, and feeling like you might be seen as a fraudster. That this is you're being asked to walk away from that, walk away from those the investments you have about making yourself seem smaller than you really are, and just looking at it from the point of view where you're being asked to grow and develop. Take it on, do it, right? Do it. And the Ace of Swords is bringing the truth into it, bringing the truth that you are totally, you know, you're capable of doing this, and it'll be like you're not going to be asked to know exactly how to do everything all at once. It's kind of like you're going to be needed to, you'll be kind of massaged by the company into the role, because you'll have someone or some help to assist you. You know, you might get a junior, if this is accountant position, right? You might get an assistant, a junior, to help, where you got to teach them how to do something, and by teaching them, you're learning your job as well. And there may be hiccups and there may be mistakes being made. Don't beat yourself up. Don't let yourself be overwhelmed with I'm not going to be enough to do this. I'm not enough to do this. You know, you're breaking your own heart, and you're worried that you're going to break the heart of someone else who's relying on you, which could be your parent, could be a manager or a boss that you don't want to let down, right? You don't want to let them down. But it's all about you rising up, and this is going to be a happily ever after situation for you, because you're stepping into the King of Wands energy of, I know how to do things because I'm one who will take on a challenge. I'm going to take this challenge on. I have the energy to take a challenge on and take control and be in charge of whatever it is I'm being asked to step into, knowing that there will be times where I'm going to be oh my God, I don't know, I got to do this now, and this is the first time, like this me, when I start working on a project, a woodworking project, and all the tools and stuff, like the big power tools and then just your regular power tools, where I've never in my entire life ever had to use a power tool really, other than maybe a cordless drill, right? Screwdriver. Well, now I'm using a miter saw. I'm using a table saw. I'm using a big old jigsaw, is that what you call it? I can't even remember. Bandsaw, and a drill press, and oh my God, everything else. And I'm being asked, when you do a woodworking project, you've got to know how to cut pieces, and you need to know how to put them together so that they'll stay together, dowels and glue, and then you got to make the holes for the dowels, so you got to know how to use these hole things. And I mean, oh my God, everything I did when I decided I was going to do woodworking it was a learning curve for me, because I'd never done it before. But you know what? I've stepped into the energy of saying, I can do this. I mean, seriously. If I screw something up, I'll just throw that piece of wood away and start over again, But as it turns out, I am so focused on it that I am pretty darn positive that I'm not going to screw this up, because I've got everything measured properly. I've got everything, I've got this wherewithal now of okay, if I do this with this piece of wood, is it going to work that way with that piece of wood? I got to kind of think ahead, right, to the finished product and see how it's going to look. You want your grains lining up, and you got to know what kind of wood you're working with and stuff like that. So you've got to take time to be able to calm yourself down. Like I said, go for a smoke, go for a coffee, do something, go for lunch, regain your composure, and get your hands and feet all over it, right? Get your hands and feet all over it. Hold your own. This is you being asked to hold your own. Do it, go for it, and don't shy away. Do it, go for it, don't shy away. Oh, we got the Knight of Wands. This is like you. That's like you saying, once you start getting your feet in it, your feet and hands in it, you're feeling a little bit more grounded in it, you're going to be saying, this is fun. It's interesting. And if you're like a elder daughter or elder son, you're going to be saying, hey, so this is what it's like to be a mom or a dad. Oh, even over my parent. It was kind of exciting to have that kind of control over, especially your parent, never mind your siblings, because you likely had control over them as it was already. But you're going to be juggling it. You're going to be juggling your life as a 18-plus-year-old person who has got your own life as well, on top of the fact that you got to take care of this person's life, your parents' life. You're going to be juggling it. And you're going to, anything that you see that is unseen to you or not known to you, you will be able to tap into whatever it is, your intuition you need to know to find out something. The secrets will be revealed to you. And the reason why, when you decide to grow, you automatically evolve and, rise up and stuff, you automatically become more in tune with your intuition, your inner knowingness, right? So you're going to be just like, it's kind of like a guarantee, or it just comes as a result. It's not something that you have to ask for, because you're asking for it by deciding to answer the call, to take on this challenge. All right, so you're asking for it to try and take on this challenge, stepping into the Queen energy of the evolved individual who says, I may not feel like I have everything I need to have right now, but I will develop it. It will become developed as I do it. So I'm learning while I'm on the job. Same with the elder sister, elder daughter, elder son, or whatever position or role you're taking on at work. You're going to be learning while you're on the job. So you've got a major role that you need to step into that you never had to do before, or to at least to the point where you're fully 100% responsible for it now, like the elder sister, elder brother, because you always had the parent around, even though they might have put a lot of responsibility on you to be there for your siblings, to help raise your siblings. You are 100% responsible for this now. So you are being asked to do this, and the divine is saying, you've got this in the bag. You got this in the bag. I mean, you've had some form of exposure to whatever it is that you're wondering if you should step into. So let's see if you are going to be receiving the answer, yes or no, to the question of should I or shouldn't I do this? should I or shouldn't I do this? Like this kind of to me, it seems like you should, but your question is, I've got this situation, right? And we've already talked about it. I've got this situation and I'm being asked to take on a role or a position that I'm unsure of whether or not I can do it. Okay? Let's see what your higher self has to say. Yes. So you are definitely to go for it and take on the offer that's being made to you, whether you're the elder daughter, son, or a worker who's stepping into a much bigger job than you had been in before, or taking on a job that you might have not really been doing yet, but you've been educated and trained in it, some practice kind of thing. Okay, so I hope that this was helpful to you, because it's yes. And yeah, that's great. So take care of yourself. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll get with you again. Bye for now. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen this card, number 13, which adds up to a 4 for foundation, an unexpected invitation. So an unexpected invitation, to me, seems like it's something that you may be being required to take on something and you didn't expect it, so it's kind of like out of the blue, and now you've got to kind of make space for it in your house, right? Give them a bed, make them part of your family. It's like it's a new thing. It's a new thing that's going on in your life. It's becoming part of you, part of your life. It's now, the question is if it's going to be part of your life, right? Let's see what the Alice in Wonderland have to say. I'll read that in a minute. Hang on. If you didn't choose with your intuition, you chose with the numbers 2 and 5. So 25 maybe 7 or 52. Yep. Okay, and if it wasn't that, it was the horoscope. We have Leo and Aries. Leo and Aries. These are all the fire signs in here. Sagittarius, and then the Scorpio. Okay, 3 fire signs in there. Very interesting. So these are the oracle cards I've chosen to do for your reading. And we're going to look at card number 13 for the unexpected invitation and see what Alice in Wonderland has to say. In the story, Alice arrived in a clearing where a small house stood and soon discovered that it belonged to a duchess. Coming out of the woods, a strange fish footman zoomed along to the front door. Fish footman. Yeah, he looks like a fish. Okay. Let's see. An even stranger frog footman. Oh, I see this. He's the fish and he's the frog. Yeah. Opened up, and the fish footman delivered an important letter, an invitation from the queen to play croquet. The meaning is something unexpected is about to show up. And it seems like good news. It is proof that you are being recognized and appreciated. Welcome it with open arms and a grateful heart, even though it may require that you adjust your initial schedule, for this is truly a should not be refused type of invitation. Key question is, when an unexpected invitation of any kind appears in your life, what is your most usual answer? Yes or no? So that's what we're doing. Will it be a yes or no? Okay, so something unusual is going to show up in your life, unexpected, of course, and we're going to look at the story behind it, the question that needs to receive a yes or no. Okay. We have the Emperor. Yeah, that's somebody who, commands a lot of power, right? Commands a lot of power, and when they ask a question, they expect an answer. Yes, and they will receive the answer. With the Six of Swords. Yeah, Six of Swords energy is all about finding the answer, resolving a problem, solving a problem, going from rough water to calmer waters. Correct? All right. Lenormand, what do you have to say? We got Lady, number 29. That's 11. That's a 2. 11's a master number. Lady. So this is about a lady, or it's about you being a lady. You're the one. You're the one. Or a lady may be coming to your house, or ringing you up, or sending you an email, some kind of offer that's unexpected. Deer. Are you like a deer in headlights? Your eyeballs wide open, looking like, really? You want me? Yeah. You want me to do what? Yeah. Let's see. We'll have a look at that in a moment. Okay. This is the one. And this is Light the Candle of Grace. Number 34. That to me is the Holy Spirit number. It adds to 7. It's the divine. The Holy Spirit. Light the Candle of Grace. Yeah. So in other words, you will be receiving, it's all about answering the call to a higher being, answering the call to the higher being that's calling out to you. Okay. Oh yes, I was going to, oh my goodness. Okay, let's see, Deer. Let's find out what Deer has to say. Can I find Deer in here without too much time going by? Deer, deer, deer. Starfish, crocodile, stingray. Oh my goodness. Where's the deer? There's gazelle. Camel. Okay guys, I'm going to find this and then I'll be right back. Okay, I found it. Here we are. Deer. Says here, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. Now, it's graceful. This is Light the Candle of Grace. You got graceful is the deer energy. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing and calm. Their inner beauty radiates and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, you become receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. Okay. So it's like, it says, may appear when a birth or celebration of new life is drawing near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion, like the mother energy, the feminine energy. And again, they say that it doesn't matter what gender you are, you can embody both compassion and gentleness, right? I'm going to keep that there. I'm trying to keep it open, but I can't see how I'm going to do that. Keep that open. All right. Let's try that. Put my glasses back on. Okay, so the question could be, you're being asked to bring a sense of feminine qualities to the problem that needs a solution with compassion and gentleness. With absolute compassion and gentleness, which is what the deer it represents here. Or the question is, should I, get pregnant? Should I become a mother? Or should myself and my girlfriend or my wife become parents? Because am I ready to take on that very, very serious and important role in life to be able to parent a child and to raise them in a way that compels them to be the best person they can possibly be in life, because we raise them with compassion and gentleness, but with expectations as well. Like, you are expected to we expect you to know the right from wrong. We expect you to do the right thing, and if you don't know what's the right thing, we expect you to ask. To find somebody to ask. Okay, there we go. Let's hear more about the question. What's the question, Archangel Michael? We have Temperance. That's healing. That's energy of balance. Yin and Yang. Light and dark. It is healing, and it's angelic. It's healing energy, but it's balance. It's balance, definitely balance. I'm thinking while I'm talking too at the same time. King of Swords. That is like I said, if you wanted to raise children and you're thinking to yourself, you need to light the candle of grace yourself, so that you can bring the energy of the sense of moral duty and right and wrong into your children or child. That they are going to be someone who is always going to be seeking the truth, and then they're going to grow wise. Let's see. So are you feeling as though are you wise enough and knowing the difference between wrong and right and stuff like that? The moon, that's things seeming they're not quite as they seem. Things are hidden from you. You can't see clearly because there's none of that light. We've got the Lovers. That's making a choice. With I'm putting this down here. Down there. Let's bring these guys up. There. I'll put these guys over here now. Okay. We've got the Seven of Cups. That's options or confusion. Too many options. Four of Swords is respite time. Healing, of course. Laying down your chatty mind. Laying down your weary thoughts. Needing to take time to find the truth. Needing to take time to be given the truth, to receive the truth, to find the truth. The Hierophant, that is like definitely seeking out what the truth will be, the traditional position, a position of authority, the seeking advice, counseling, and maybe has something to do with entering into marriage, getting married, and then taking life a little one step further with getting pregnant or having a baby. Maybe you're already pregnant. The Emperor energy is here twice, so that is person again. When they ask a question, they expect an answer or solution. There's the Two of Swords. Maybe just like 80% off that, 80% off that. Which one should I buy? Oh, I just don't know. I want both. I want both so bad. I don't know. I don't know if I should make a decision, because if I only have enough to buy one, and if I buy that one, then I'm going to regret not being able to buy that one. So maybe I shouldn't make a decision or a choice. But you're being asked to. Okay, when that card shows up, you got to make a decision. There's Justice. It's about finding balance, and things are going to be fair and just, right? Things are fair and just. With the Ten of Cups, it's a happily ever after situation. And then the Nine of Cups, and that's you. This is like being like a family happily ever after situation, and this is you just being darn happy. Like full of gratefulness, gratitude, and indulged in the feeling of I feel so good. I feel so good. I'm happy. I love my life. I love my options. Where was that? I love what on my, what I have on my table that has been offered to me. I have so many options, so many opportunities. I'm just such a lucky person. I'm doing well in life. Then we have the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, which is victory and success. 5 of Pentacles is feeling kind of like, oh my God, do I have to? I have to make a decision about this. There's that 80% sale. Do I have to make a decision? Can't I just can't I have them both? Can't I have them both? Everybody else could buy both, but me. I'm the only one who can't buy both. I can't afford both. So you're feeling kind of left out. And then the Knight of Cups, where it says, this is a really great opportunity. Yep, really great opportunity that I'm going to be in love with or be taken good care of if I do decide to do it. Okay, guys, let's have a look then. So the question is, the unexpected invitation, where you are going to be, taking charge, taking control. You're going to be needing to take charge, take control to find a solution to whatever it is that you're mulling over right now. And this is you. The lady energy is the feminine energy, of course, or it's somebody that is in your life. Okay, so this may not be you. If you're, in particular, if you're masculine, a man watching this reading, this would be your lady. Okay, somebody that's in your life. But it's all about making sure that you move forward with compassion, absolute compassion and gentleness with this person, and maybe celebrating getting married to them, and maybe they're already pregnant. Because this was the one. Which one was it that I was saying reminded me of the Empress? Did I have that? Maybe not in this one. Maybe it was pile 1. But lighting the candle of grace is that you are choosing to make sure that you are moving forward in an energy of that's receptive, but balanced with, putting it out there, doing something. Balanced with doing something. Grace. It's all about just approaching the situation with gentleness and compassion. Really, approaching the situation with gentleness and compassion. That's grace. Being graceful, right? Behaving gracefully. So it's a situation that can heal you. It's a situation where you're going to be able to know the truth and know right between right and wrong, or at least teach it, right? Because you could be a teacher as a hierophant, teaching it to your children, your child that's on the way, someone that's not here yet, your lady, or it's you who's pregnant or considering to be pregnant. But things are not clear to you. You're not sure if you should, in other words. But there's the question of you making a choice between doing this or not doing this, going for it or not going for it, and when it shows up as unexpected, it's going to be kind of a jolt to you. So it could be also that you're finding out you're pregnant, and should I stay pregnant or should I not stay pregnant? Or if I get pregnant, I find out I'm pregnant, should I tell my person or not tell my person? Or should I say, well, I'm pregnant, we should probably make this official, or not make it official and stay not married, stay as single people, but having the responsibility now that a baby's on the way. All right? And the 7 of Cups is that it's just maybe confused and feeling a little overwhelmed, because this is such a big decision. It's this invitation to become a mom, or to become a parent, or to take on some role that maybe wanting to know if you should ask somebody to marry you, or to answer the the call of someone asking you to marry them. It's like, it's such a big, huge decision for you. And it's overwhelming and can be a bit confusing right now because there's so much riding on your answer. You know, whether or not it's right for you. Should you or shouldn't you? Four of Swords is think about it. Think about it. Give it some time and think about it. Become the teacher that if you are going to be having kids and you want them to be raised with grace, you know, that compassion and gentleness, that you want them to be that way with you and other people as they grow older and learn, but also become resourceful adults in the world. Resourceful and what do they call it when you're going to be being asked to be resourceful, but also productive citizens of the world, right? And then it's about moving into the energy that I can do this, I can take charge, I can take control, and I am going to be a very fearless leader in whatever endeavor you are thinking about or being asked to take on. Your husband says to you, what do you think about getting pregnant? You haven't been pregnant yet, you haven't had a baby yet. What do you think about us getting pregnant? Or you know, you have a boss that says, what do you think about going back to school and taking this educational training to be able to come whatever they need in your marketing, the main marketing person, or the head accountant, or the God only knows what you would be in that particular place of business. You're just going to be asked to step up to or step into something that was very unexpected for you. It's going to kind of take you back, and you're going to have a little bit of a freak out, because this is a big decision to be made, and you know that the person or situation that's asking this of you is really, it's kind of like, it's not a test, but it's kind of like you don't want to let this person down. So it's a test of whether or not you're going to be able to answer their call from whatever it is that they're asking you to do. Get married, or have a baby, or not have the baby, take on some education and training, step into a role that you haven't been in before. You know, it's something that you never expected, and then boom, there it is. You're facing the situation, and you're going like 80% off. Not really. You're going like, oh my God, I don't know if I want to make a decision. I don't want to. I don't want to, I don't want to have to make such an important decision all by myself. Well, tap into someone, talk to someone who has some knowledge of your situation. Now, if it's like a pregnancy situation, you might want to talk to a nurse in the maternity ward at the hospital, or you might want to talk to the pediatrician, that kind of thing, or some kind of family coach or something like that, to see if you may be thinking unrealistic about becoming a parent right now where you are at in your life. You may want to talk to a lawyer when it comes to maybe doing a prenuptial agreement, or just what's the legal steps to becoming married, and the having to do with the will. Maybe I got to talk to somebody about drawing up a new will if you're going to be including someone else in your life, including children, if that's what you've got going on. But it's like it's a situation where it's going to be involving a lot of people, not just you, and it could be your family that's going to have, they're going to have their eyes and hands all over it too, and you're feeling the pressure of stepping up and making everybody happy instead of, again, the divine is saying it's about you being happy. Sure, it's important to you that your family, or whether it's your immediate family or the family you're creating with somebody, is important that you take their well-being into consideration when you make the decision about whatever it is you're considering, new job, location, relocating, stuff like that. But ultimately, it has to be for you. What's best for you? You being happy with you. Because otherwise, you're going to be feeling like, if you, let's say, you got to be able to figure out whether or not you should buy this or buy that, or not make a decision. Well, you got to make a decision. So, if I make that decision, am I going to be happy with the purse? Am I going to be happy with the purse? And am I going to feel like I let myself down? I put myself out in the cold because I don't have that really nice shirt, too. I only have the purse. But you're going to be able to talk yourself into it and say, you know what? It's not about losing, it's about winning. I got a shirt, or no, I got a purse, pardon me. I got a purse. And like, maybe this time next year or next paycheck, I'll be able to afford to go and buy it, and it may still be on sale. And even if it isn't on sale, I might have enough money to buy the thing, full price, or there'll be something else that's on sale at 80% off, and I'm going to love it better than that. So let's go ahead and get the purse. The purse is something you're going to keep, and you're going to use it every day. You're going to keep it for a long time. A shirt, you don't wear it every day. So it's kind of like, realistically, I don't have to lose out on anything. I can be a win-win here because I'm going to choose the purse, something I can use every day and enjoy, and show off to everybody else, and find out that either this shirt is still on sale in 2 weeks when I get paid again, or it's maybe even gone down even more. Maybe it's 90% off. Or if they don't have my size, that there's something else that's on sale and I like it a whole lot better than that one. It's just a win-win. All I have to do is make a choice and say, you know what? I am very lucky. I'm very happy. This is all working out. I feel like this is a very good place for me to be in. The question is now, will I show up? Will I show up or won't I? Will I show up or won't I? The offer, somebody's waiting for you, you see. Knight of Cups. They're waiting to indulge you. Okay, because you're indulged. Like this has got to be good for me. They want to make sure you understand that they want to do this for your good too. It's not just about them. For your good too. That's what you're hoping. Excuse me, that's the question. Should I or shouldn't I accept this unexpected invitation and run with it? Go with it and do it, say yes or say no. Should I say yes or say no? Should I, I'm not going to worry about making other people happy. It's got to be about ultimately my happiness. And whether or not I show up, that again is left up to whether I'm going to have a yes or no. Okay, so should we find out what it should be? All right. Archangel Michael, is it a yes or no? What do we have for our pile number 2? There's 2. Pile number 2, yes or no? Should they go for this? Right now, whatever they're being asked, it's unexpected. Right now. Is it right for them now or not? By no means. It's just not right for you right now. By no means. No. It means no, right? The answer is no. Not right now. So if you're thinking about getting pregnant, or you're thinking about not being pregnant, you're pregnant but not being pregnant, the answer is no. don't not be pregnant. Or want to ask somebody to marry, or you want someone to ask, or they've asked you, and it's like, no, right now is not the optimal time. But it will be. So your question is about that. It's about making sure that whatever is going on, it's so unexpected that there's just too much, not, things aren't clear enough. I'm not feeling safe enough in this, or it's just not the right time for me. Will things work out if I make a choice, kind of thing, to do it? Will it work out, or will I still be sitting in confusion and kind of wishing that I didn't do it, didn't go forward and do it, and that kind of thing. So it's a matter of when the time comes that you're going to be asked the unexpected invitation. Next time it's not going to be unexpected. It's going to be another invitation, an offer, and you're going to be in the right place, the right time, the right energy to accept it then, if you so choose to. It'll be up to you to show up, whether you're going to accept the invitation or not, and show up. But right now it's not. Okay, guys? I hope that was helpful to you. Take care of yourself. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the card number 2, Down the Rabbit Hole. Okay, so you're going down the rabbit hole about something. Alright, if you didn't choose your card using intuition, you got number 3 or 6. You might have chosen your pile from 3 or 6, 36, 63, or 9 if you add them together. And if it's not the dice numbers, it's your zodiac sign. We have Libra and Cancer. Then we have Gemini and Capricorn. Okay, so these are the oracle cards I've chosen, and let's have a look at Down the Rabbit Hole, what that has to say. Down the Rabbit Hole. It says, in the story, intrigued by the appearance of most peculiar white rabbit running by in a hurry, Alice followed him to his burrow and then fell headfirst into the deepest, strangest hole one could ever imagine. One adorned with shelves and paintings. During the fall, 100 thoughts popped up in her mind. You have purposely taken a risk, and now everything is upside down. However, this unpleasant and vertiginous fall that you are experiencing will only be temporary. You are in the middle of a destabilizing transition that will surely open up a new, exciting chapter of your life. So just hang on. There is no way you won't get back on your feet soon. What do you most expect to find at the end of this uncomfortable and yet transformative tunnel? Okay, so you've fallen down the rabbit hole, you've taken a risk, and things are kind of a little upside down for you at the moment. Let's find out more about the question. Okay, Archangel Michael, what about Major Arcana? Which one wants to speak to us? This one, the Star card. That's a wish fulfillment. Wish coming true. Let's find some clarity. Wish coming true. Alright, you've got Judgment. It's about making a decision and answering the call to that risk. Yeah, the risk. Okay, the Lenormand. The Bouquet. That's like being given some happy surprise, happy niceness, happy, pleasant, nice bouquet. Someone cares for you. I want to look at that. Flowers. Let's see here. Flowers. It's flowers, and called flowers. It says, it's beauty and a happy face is what I bring. I am the gift that warms your heart, and I am your recovery and your well-being. No matter what card is before me, I will always change it positively. So it's a good omen. It's a good card. It's going to make you feel happy and warm your heart. Make you feel happy and warm your heart. Okay, what else have we got? This is Alice in Wonderland deck. Which one, Alice? Uncertainty, card number 39. That's 12. That's 3. Choose who you will become. So that risk, right? Who will you become as a result of turning things on their head right now in your life from taking a risk? Wow. And what else have we got here? The uncreated. Okay, so you're about to create something that is not the who you become, that you haven't been before. The who you become, the uncreated. Wow, that's interesting. Let's see if I can find that. The uncreated. This is it here. Okay. It says, there was a time when everyone you know was not yet born, when every city was yet to be named, when your favorite song was yet to be sung. Such is the energy of in creatum. In creatum. This card indicates the subtle but profound force that summons all that will be into existence. This most sacred of formulas cannot be manufactured, contained, bought, or sold. It is the pure intelligence of creation pulsing at the door of reality. Its timing is precise and it is happening now. Do not delay. Send an invitation to the uncreated. Allow it to formulate and gestate. Soon a sketch, a map, or a name will draw itself upon your mind. Envision and believe. The architecture of the future is within you. All ground is fertile. Life begets life. Listen to the song, just like Starting Over by John Lennon. To ponder the building you reside in was once an idea. Okay. Yeah, so there is something that you kind of fell head first into, and it's kind of like it's being asked you to show up in some way, some manner, to take a risk and create something that is brand new, something that has not been done before. Maybe a business. Business or a product. Yeah. You've got a product idea, you've got a business idea, you've done some research, or you're going to be offering something online that is a new spin on something. New spin on something to the point where it doesn't really take on the same use or look to the level that your product will, or your business will. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Destiny calls. The Lovers, for a choice to be made. Four of Pentacles, but hanging on to like the familiar. Temperance, but finding that you need to find some balance between hanging on and letting go. The Six of Pentacles, there's balance. That's equal give and take, reciprocity, right? That's you finding that balance so that you continue moving forward. Seven of Wands with some healthy boundaries up, holding your ground and fighting off the ones that are the thoughts, at least the thoughts that you can't do it, that this risk is asking too much of you. With the Eight of Swords, that's you caught up in your head, in your own web of, the lies that we tell ourselves, that we're not capable, that we're doubting ourselves and all this sort of stuff. And that if I do this, what's going to happen? Am I going to look like a fool at this? Am I going to fail and lose everything and lose face and lose respect? Seven of Cups, being confused because you're in the Eight of Swords. King of Cups is diving deep into your emotions, which is balance, finding the balance from really understanding what it is that you truly desire. With the Chariot energy, so that you can, with balance, because they got to be, yin and yang energies, black and white, whatever, you got to be in balance in order for you to move forward with good progress. Good progress. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. That is the ability to work with somebody to make this happen. So you're not doing it all on your own. It's building a new foundation in something. And the Knight of Wands is like enjoying it and being maybe spontaneous and having a little bit of fun while you can. The World is putting the end to an old chapter, so you have a new beginning. The Magician is that you've got everything that you need, the resources that you need, that you can manifest that new person or new something that you've not been before, what you're becoming. The Queen of Cups is like being seen as somebody who is in love, with life, yourself, being in love with being in love with giving, being giving and receiving, nurturing and compassionate for yourself. It's going to draw out the best of you. It's going to draw out the best of you. That's what that's going to do. Will it bring out the best in me? That's your question. Will it bring out the best in me if I decide to take this risk and do something with it? That's going to, it's a promise of making something that's, that's uncreated, asking me to bring out what am I becoming as a result of taking this challenge, right? Is it going to bring out the best in me, really? Or is it going to be good for me or not? Ultimately. So guys, we've got that Wheel of Fortune. Is it my destiny, right? Is it my destiny to create this thing? Whatever it is that you want to start, or that you have been thrown into. Basically, it could be on the job, it could be with an investment, financial investment, it could be starting a brand new business, creating a new product. Is it going to be a risk worthy of you and worth taking? So is it going to bring me prosperity and abundance? Is it my destiny? Is it the choice? Is it the choice that I should take? Should I make a choice between doing this or doing that? Or should I make the choice, should I do it or shouldn't I do it? The question. Four of Pentacles, it's like hanging on to something that could be risky. Is it going to be good for me if I hang on to it? A Temperance, or should I let it go and find balance in whatever it is I'm in right now, what I'm doing right now? Is that okay? Is it good just for me to stay where I'm at, for me to do what I'm doing right now without taking further risk on something? Is it going to be the type of situation that's equal give and take? It's good for, not just good for me, but good for others, or it's not just good for others or someone else, but it's also good for my life as well. Seven of Wands, will I be able to hold my own if I take this risk? Eight of Swords is what kind of stress will this cause on me in my life, maybe my family? Seven of Cups is that will I be able to, will the opportunity present itself in a way that I'm going to be able to say, yeah, I choose that one. I'm not confused. I'm not confused. That the King of Cups is that I'm going to be going deep into what it is, discovering what it is that makes my heart tick, what I'm going to feel the most, happiest about the decision to either do this or don't do this. The Chariot, again, it's like, am I going to be able to move forward if I take this risk? Is this something that's going to take me to another level? Can I move forward by going in this direction? Three of Pentacles. Will I have help? Will I have help to be able to solidify this new beginning, this new thing, this new me. Yeah, and the Knight of Wands, is it something to enjoy and have fun, doing? The world is like starting it's a brand new beginning for me if I take on this challenge. Is it something that I want to experience? Is this something I want to experience? And I know that I have really all the resources I need. I know that I can manifest it. Should I manifest it? Is it going to bring out the best in me? All right. So that's what we got for a question. Question is, should I do something that is like down the rabbit hole situation where it's been uncreated? It's like asking me to become something that I don't feel I've never really thought about before, or I haven't considered, a new me kind of thing. Is it something that it's worth me risking other areas of my life or other things in order for me to pursue it, right? To go for it, to pursue it, seek progress in it, to be taken to a higher level, new level, that kind of thing. So let's get an answer from Archangel Michael, your higher self. Archangel Michael's my higher self, my guide. What is it, Archangel Michael, their higher self? What do they say? What does that higher self say? Should they or shouldn't they? I think so, they say. I think so. So there you have your answer. As you've gone down a rabbit hole about something, and it's a little like unknown to you, uncreated. It's you're being invited to, or asked to, or expected to, or you're just thinking about this new idea on your own, and whether or not you should pursue it, you should go for it. And the higher self says, I think so. Okay, so I hope this was helpful to you. Take care of yourself, and please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Bye-bye.